手看。给你杀死！
我最熟悉琵琶、古筝、笛子、二胡、中阮和古琴。
That's so cool, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
咚咚咚，铃中男女，音中大律，家中和中律。
大家好，我是英国杰克。今天我非常开心，因为我可以再欢迎 Tasmin。Tasmin 是一位非常特别的嘉宾，是因为他是一个英国歌手，但是他会唱中文歌。
这是美丽的祖国，是我生长的地方。大家好，我叫婷民，今天我太高兴了，跟贾克一起拍这个视频。
Great. I'm so delighted to have Tasmin back. If you remember, she was with us last week to take a listen to 416 New Tran. She is a professional singer from the UK, super successful, and I'm really delighted to have her back today to watch the incredible达拉崩吧.
Yay!
So Tasmin, today we're going to be listening to the song达拉崩吧, which was a super hit across China. Firstly, because it was sung by my favourite Chinese singer,周深. But I've got a second version for us to listen to today as well. And it's by a group called 自得诗社. So the song is a really fun song. It's taken from the idea of a video game where a prince rescues a princess from a dragon and he's asking to marry the princess, and he has a superbly long name and he's singing this long name when he's asking for her hand in marriage. And it's a very fun and upbeat song.周深, who you'll listen to shortly, sings it in such a unique and impressive way. After that, we've got this second group, 自得诗社, who have taken it and transformed it into this manifestation of Chinese traditional music, and they're wearing old traditional dresses, and it's just fantastic. So I can't wait to show it to you.
I'm so excited to watch it. It sounds amazing. Jack, who is 周深?
I'm so delighted you asked me. So he is the most fantastical singer from China.
Yay!
He has a really interesting backstory, which I think allows him to resonate with his fans. And that is, he was really nervous about his appearance when he was younger, because he doesn't have what you would say is the traditional appearance of like a male superstar singer. So he decided to not pursue his career in music, and he went to Ukraine to study dentistry. Random, right? Whilst he was over there, he joined the soprano and opera music class, and his teacher really encouraged him and said, look, you've got this fantastic skill. So he went on to kind of trust in himself, and he went on a program called The Voice of China. That's the one where people are in their chairs and they spin around if they like you.
Yeah.
And he's just gone from strength to strength since then. His particular skill, which I think you will appreciate in this song, is that he can sing incredibly high pitch. He's got such a range in his voice.
Awesome. He sounds amazing. I can't wait to watch.
Right, Tasmin, so just before we get into listening to达拉崩吧 by周深, I want to tell you the top comment on Bilibili is somebody expressing shock. Because周深previously, his biggest hit was a song called 大雨, which is a very calm and ethereal and slow song. And it's their shock saying, wow, is this the same guy? Because as you'll find out, this song is very upbeat and kind of wacky. So shall we take a listen?
I would love to take a listen. Let's go for it.
Let's go. Right, so this is周深. And this is Tasmin, the professional 英国歌手, giving it a review. And this is 达拉崩吧.
Oh my goodness.
This is him saying his name.
Wow.
再说一次 saying it again.
I love it.
This is the king reliance. sing to a high pitch, right?
Yeah. Very. So fast. Getting faster. Wow, I am thoroughly surprised and very entertained at that performance. I wasn't expecting that at all. I think that was an incredible display of his vocal talent and mastery, the gymnastics he was performing, the operatic tones he was singing. Like, oh my goodness, this man is so talented. And that song, that has to be one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard. And the tempo was, you know, increasing, decreasing wildly whilst he was jumping from octaves, like jumping up and down, and oh my gosh. And his performance was also really good. You could see him engaging completely with the audience. I found that really, really powerful, because a lot of the times if a singer is, you know, demonstrating how talented they are with their gymnastics, or just the emphasis is on the vocals, whereas I think he also emphasized the power of performance. He was jumping around, the ending was mad, definitely captured my attention 100%, and it showed me what a talented singer he is. And I can definitely tell that he's had the operatic voice training. I think that's what's given him the ability to sing so beautifully and master his voice completely. He is a master of it, you know, what he was doing with his vocal range, the tone, and yeah, I mean, wow.
Yeah, hugely. So his expert is in bel canto, which is like traditional opera, right? And I think that's why the song was so incredibly successful and like took the internet by storm when it came out, because you had one perception. I mean, this is a guy that sings Phantom of the Opera or Time to Say Goodbye or Memories, and then smashed it doing that. And then he comes out with this. The song itself is nonsensical. It's about a fairy tale and about somebody having a long name. But like you say, he's doing all of these incredible things with his voice. I, as an audience member, with the change of tempo, with the change of pitches, I'm like out of breath. So how he, as the performer, is like spinning all these different plates of things that he's doing at the same time, it's superbly impressive. But from the crazy nonsensical fairy tale to the very serious and deep performance that we've got coming up next, which is they've taken that song and they've transformed it and they've played it on Chinese traditional instruments. So I'm really excited to show you that next, so we can do a comparison. How does that sound, Tasmin?
I'd love to do a comparison, yeah.
Right then, here we go with达拉崩吧. A kind of different performance to the one we watched with Joel Shun, this time with 自得诗社. Obviously, this is a more traditional Chinese music performance of it.
This is so beautiful. It's just so grand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still with a funky modern electro beat, though.
Yeah, the bass line is so catchy.
Yeah.
很久很久以前，正逢上元佳节，一位姑娘有一段乐曲念念不忘。
能否再次听见姑娘茶饭故乡，你微笑或出现，大声唱。
姑娘来吧。 纠结，属我最懂音乐。
He's getting
就在
faster.
元宵两夜，把
Yeah,
人
yeah.
生带回你身边。
Gonna help her remember the song.
忙问他的本领，年轻人想了想，他说。
我最熟悉琵琶、古筝、笛子、二胡、中阮和古琴。
That's so cool,
是
isn't
四
it?
处刨土割木，把工商绝吃。
Oh my
动
goodness.
动上车公翻六五一五六方公车上。
咚咚咚，林中男女，营中大吕，家中和中吕。
Wow. So cool.
喂，两人结伴出发，马蹄声咔嗒咔嗒，带着姑娘的期待，穿过满城烟花。
飘来悠扬旋律，连月亮也被吸引。他们走进戏厅，竟然是。
Wow. They唱葫芦.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is epic.
So cool, isn't it?
必须有，
Oh my god.
于是加上再来，再快点，于是遇到了。 啦啦，迎接生活，美丽姑娘，人人也想开。浪花满天，烟火街上，花灯在歌声中闪。闪亮后来，他们筑起约定，从此以后相长久。小村人听到这首恋曲，不禁有点大笑。
Oh my gosh. Wow. 太棒了. I have never ever seen something like that before from such a contrast. That's the same song and they did an incredible job changing that up. I think honestly I think the second version might be my favorite because the way that they've infused the old traditional Chinese instruments into this new song and managed to maintain the same like bass line, for example, is incredible. And the tune, the melody, oh my gosh. And I'm sorry, but the musicianship was incredible. There's nothing to fault there. And I don't even want to think about how many hours it would have taken to edit that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Where did you find that? Where did you find that?
So I've reacted to them doing a couple of performances before. So I'm actually a follower of them on Bilibili. And
okay.
so it comes up in the feed. And when I saw that they'd done Dala Bangba, which I know really well from Joelshun, I was like, well, this is a collab that I'm definitely doing a reaction to. So all of their videos are top quality. But that one, I've got to say, from a video production element, I mean, the music was fantastic. But the video, that would take hours to make. It's so good. The video was so good. All of it was so brought together so nicely, because it really, at the end of the day, it's kind of like an educational piece, right? It's about telling you about the different instruments that traditional Chinese music has. And sometimes educational pieces can be quite dry and boring when your teacher's just telling you something. But that, like, it just was so entertaining. It was just so entertaining.
Yeah, so engaging. I could watch that like 5 times over.
Yeah.
Should we watch it again? Yeah.
Definitely. So I've got some really good news for all of our viewers. I asked in the last video that Tasmin was in, should she set up a Bilibili account? And I'm really delighted to say that she is going to be doing that. So welcome. Welcome to the platform. By the time this video goes out, her channel will be created and this will be a Hazor collaboration. So please, if you like Tasmin, and I know all of you do, go and give her a subscribe. Let's get her a really fantastic start. She's super talented. She's a singer, a performer. She's got great knowledge of China. She can speak Chinese. She's a fantastic person. And yeah, she's going to be huge in the future. So
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Tasmin. Thanks for coming again today. And we shall leave it there. And 如果你喜欢这期视频，请给我点赞。OK， 下次再见，拜拜。
拜拜，再见。